Hi, I'm Scott Williamson, Managing Director of Blackstone Minerals. At Blackstone, we're looking to produce downstream green nickel products for the lithium-ion battery industry. At Blackstone, we've got an experienced board and management team with a proven track record of creating shareholder value through exploration success and development of minerals projects across the globe. We've got an opportunity here whereby we've got some very strong macro tailwinds. The opportunity is to produce these downstream nickel products for the lithium-ion battery industry. There's a significant amount of demand coming, and we have a very strong relationship with the battery end users. We have a unique business model compared to our peers, and this allows us to, I suppose, put ourselves in front of many of our peers in the ASX listed space who are only producing nickel concentrate products. We have this ability to produce a premium product in the downstream lithium-ion battery industry. This is a scalable and modular strategy and allows us to produce these downstream products and scale this up to feed into the significant demand that's coming from the lithium-ion battery industry. We have a competitive operating advantage in Vietnam, have some of the lowest labour costs in the world, and we have a hydropower that allows us for a green nickel product, but also a very low power costs. We have also had this district scale nickel sulfide opportunity, and we'll also touch on that. So the board and management team, proven track record of success over many years. My background's in mining engineering. We have Andrew and Hamish, geological experts. We also just introduced Peter Plakides onto the board, has investment banking experience all through Southeast Asia, particularly has major deals in South Korea in the past and really important part of the team going forward. We also have Mr. Jung, who's the representative EcoPro. EcoPro are the largest cathode manufacturer in South Korea and a partner for our downstream processing facility in Vietnam. We've also started to build the executive team. We have a number of mine builders here. We've just introduced Andrew Strickland, who's the head of project development, recently operated at GR Engineering. We also have Steve Enor, who's the vendor of the project, who has had 10 years in Vietnam as a metallurgist. Also just introduced Richard Kitchener, GM of operations, who's been in Vietnam for 10 years as a mining engineer. And Miss Van is the GM of commercial, who's also been with this project over 10 years as well. So when we talk about these strong macro tailwinds, there's a movement towards high nickel cathode. The cathode ratio of nickel to cobalt to manganese, we're moving towards this NCM ratio of 8:1:1, so 8 times nickel, 1 times cobalt, 1 times manganese. So 68% of the forecast in 2025 will be this NCM product, which is the high nickel cathode for the lithium-ion battery industry. We have a security of supply issue. So we have a number of major players that are required a significant amount of nickel. LG's is looking to invest $9.8 billion into Indonesia to access nickel. And as a number of major manufacturers looking to come into the upstream mines and significant amount of capital coming into these opportunities. So you can see here there's a flow of capital coming from those downstream players. So the large players like LG and Samsung are investing significant amount of capital into these upstream opportunities like we have in northern Vietnam. We're also looking to this downstream, which is that first stage, which is the refining business. So we're looking at a refining process to produce the first stage of the cathode, which is that nickel, cobalt, manganese product, which is the precursor product, which is the first stage of the lithium-ion battery. So we have an existing mine that operated between 2013 and 2016. It operated in some of the most difficult nickel prices we've seen in the last decade. When the mine was put into care and maintenance, the nickel price was $8,000 per tonne. They depleted the first ore body, which was a small high-grade opportunity. They sunk $136 million. So the previous owners have sunk a significant amount of capital. We can leverage off that capital, but most importantly, we have that hydropower dam right next to the mine. So we have the largest hydropower plant in Southeast Asia, in the Son La province. So we're 6 hours west of Hanoi. We have this existing facility, but we're now going to add the downstream processing to produce that downstream product. So you can see there's a picture there of that NCM product. So that's that precursor 811. LG is looking to build a $2 billion battery plant in northern Vietnam. VinFast is a local conglomerate looking to build electric vehicles for the international market. So well positioned in what we believe could be an emerging hub for the lithium-ion battery industry in northern Vietnam. So you can see we have some of the best infrastructure we've seen in an emerging market. So we're 6 hours from Hanoi. We're nearby the Haiphong port city. You can see there's a significant port city there. There's a significant amount of capital coming in from South Korean electronics and phone manufacturers. Samsung and LG have been well established in this region for over 10 or 20 years now. So we believe this is some of the best infrastructure we've seen in an emerging market, and very well positioned on the doorstep of the major players in the lithium-ion battery industry, being South Korea, Japan and China. So we've recently put out a scoping study, which is on the first ore body. So we've delineated the first ore body. We've done an initial scoping study on that. We're now looking to high grade opportunities to increase the grade of the head grade of the mine, and we have 10 drill rigs operating across those high grade opportunities. We've recently announced a letter of interest from Trafigura, the largest nickel trading house in the world. So we have a partnership with Trafigura where we can bring in third party concentrate into our downstream processing. So you can see here that we're looking to a scalable refinery. We're looking at up to 4 trains, 200,000 tonnes per annum of concentrate per autoclave. And this is a significant increase on the initial scoping study numbers. So the scoping study was based on 1 200,000 tonne per annum autoclave. We're now looking at a pre-feasibility study whereby we're looking at 4 times uplift on this downstream refinery. We're looking at potential for multiple joint venture partners. EcoPro will be one of those partners. We're looking at other partners as well. So we see a significant amount of demand coming from these large players in the lithium-ion battery space, and that's why we're looking to really scale this up and make a much larger opportunity for these downstream partners. So you can see that the third-party feed coming in from Trafigura allows us to increase the size of the refinery, and we'll look at other opportunities to feed nickel concentrate into this downstream facility in Vietnam. So this is the flow sheet. So we take the concentrate, we use a pressure oxidation autoclave. This is a tried and tested technology used all through the mining industry. The intermediate product is a mixed hydroxide precipitate. This is a product that's already in high demand. And then we take the MHP and we convert it into the NCM 811 product. That trades at a 35% premium to the nickel metal price. So we're taking a product, the concentrate product, 70 to 80% payability, and converting it into 135% payability on the nickel metal price. So you can see that's driving very strong economics from that first autoclave. So this is one of those 4 trains. So we believe that the PFS has the potential to increase these numbers by up to 4 times. So you can see very strong economics because of that increased payability on that downstream product, being the nickel precursor product for the lithium-ion battery industry. This is a booming economy. The Vietnam is we believe one of the biggest growth stories in the world at the moment. So some of the best infrastructure we've seen. We've got a very low operating cost environment. So we're looking at we're drilling around $50 per metre compared to in Australia around $250 to $300 a metre. We have a government that's incentivising foreign direct investment and really incentivising downstream processing as well. Our competitive advantage is the fact that we have a green nickel product. We believe that there will be a movement towards green nickel batteries, and so when we believe that our products will produce premiums in the market because we have the low power costs associated with the hydro renewable power. So we have an abundance of hydro renewable energy. We have a hydrometallurgical process, which is a much lower energy intensity than our peers. And so we believe that our product will produce a green premium product for the lithium-ion battery industry. So just on our nickel sulfide district, this is a magmatic nickel sulfide. We have 25 targets. We have outcropping mineralisation, undrilled and untested. We have 10 drill rigs operating. We have 2 geophysics crews, and we're systematically moving through this belt and testing all of those 25 targets. We believe we have an opportunity to be mining in this district for the next 10 to 20 years. We also have the existing concentrator. So these this existing mine, previous owners sunk $136 million. We'll be looking to turn on this concentrator by accessing these high-grade opportunities, and we're also looking to understand the byproduct credits associated with all of these ore bodies. So we have significant credits in copper, platinum, palladium, gold, rhodium, and a number of metals that we haven't counted in the initial scoping study numbers. So we're looking at monetizing on those byproduct credits as well. This is the first of our high-grade opportunities. This is Banchang, and we're moving through the drill-out phase, and we're close to completing the drill-out phase, and we're looking to a maiden resource on Banchang over the coming months. This is one of our most exciting targets. The King Snake ore body was known about. The previous owners didn't have the geophysical techniques that we have today. So we're now seeing deeper and different zones that the previous owners didn't see, and we're hitting very high grade massive sulfides in that King Snake opportunity. And thank you for your time, and look forward to discussing this in more detail during the conference. Thank you.